As you can see, 18,644 US Bitcoins ETFs bought, but only 3,150 Bitcoin was mined last week. The rejection made DXY to go below the support zone we have got in here, and it might work as a resistance, but I'm expecting dollar index get more rejection to the downside to about 702 of the Fibonacci, which is about 96, or to this heavier strong support area, which is about 94.7. S&P 500 stopped actually in the previous low we had in here, which is about the 4,900 or about 5,000 area, and now it's rising to the upside again. And because of that rise we have got for S&P 500, I believe Bitcoin is going to level about 130 to about $140,000 as well. Hello and welcome back to my trading education and analysis videos. Hope you are doing well. I'm incredibly excited for today's video. If we check the DXY in the past few years, it was playing between the level 100 and 106, but since September 2024 we had raised to the upside and DXY reached to about 110, which is the 61% and 702 of the Fibonacci retracement. From this top we have got in here to the bottom we have got in here, and after that we had a very huge rejection to the downside. The rejection made DXY to go below the support zone we have got in here. As you can see, this support zone was playing perfectly in the past and supported DXY for several times, but now the value of DXY is below that, and it might work as a resistance. And if you use the Fibonacci retracement from this bottom we have got in here to the top, now we are at the 61% of the Fibonacci retracement, but I'm expecting dollar index get more rejection to the downside to about 702 of the Fibonacci, which is about 96, or to this heavier strong support area, which is about 94.7. The global liquidity is still rising to the upside and is making the new all-time highs. The previous high was about $108 trillion. And when you see a small rejection, the downside from the global liquidity, that means the liquidity actually is going to the stock market and cryptocurrencies. As you can see in here, the white one is Bitcoin and the red one is global liquidity. As we had the rejection to the downside for global liquidity, we had raised from Bitcoin to the upside. And if we check fair and greed index for cryptocurrencies last month, it was at the very fearful area. But with Bitcoin rising to the upside, the fair and greed index is going to the neutral level as well. If we check the S&P 500, I told you the global liquidity is going and it's moving to the stock market and cryptocurrency. S&P 500 stopped actually in the previous low we had in here, which is about the 4,900 or about 5,000 area, and now it's rising to the upside again. For the end of the year, my opinion is S&P 500 is going to reach to about the 6,700 or about 6,800, and because of that rise we have got for S&P 500, I believe Bitcoin is going to level about 130 to about $140,000 as well. If we check the news, US Bitcoin ETFs bought 6 times more than BTC miners produced last week. As you can see, 18,644 US Bitcoins ETFs bought, but only 3,150 Bitcoin was mined last week. Before we go on Bitcoin's chart, please take a second of your time, guys, and press the like button and subscribe to our channel.
Okay, guys, sorry for interrupt, but this is how we did trade markets in April 2025. Last month, as you can see, we did trade cryptos like Bitcoin and Ethereum. We did trade Forex like Euro Pound and Euro USD, and we also trade gold with huge profits. We had 25 trade last month, but only 6 stops. That means 19 trade gave us very huge profits in pips. To join our VIP channel, please visit the link in the description.
According to this monthly time frame we have got in here for Bitcoin, in the previous video I did mention this is a morning star pattern. As you can see in here, it doesn't matter if the doji candle is green or red. Actually, we had a big red rejection candle to the downside on monthly, and we had the doji candle, and April actually managed to make a very strong green candle, which is covering more than 50% of the previous red candle we have got in here. And this is a morning star pattern on monthly time frame, and because of that, I'm expecting Bitcoin to rise to the upside in the next few months. If we go on weekly time frame for Bitcoin, as you can see, Bitcoin is still managing to stay above the 20 MA we have got in here on monthly time frame, which is about $91,700. But on daily time frame, maybe we are going to see rejection to the downside because of the pivot for May we have got, which is about $88,200, which is the previous resistance we have got in here for Bitcoin as well. Maybe we are going to see few days rejection to the downside, but I'm not expecting Bitcoin to close the weekly candles below the 20 MA on weekly time frame again. And the target we have got in here for May time for Bitcoin, we can use the pivot and resistance we have got for the monthly pivot, which is the first one about $102,000, the second one about $109,000, and the third one is about $123,000 for May. If we go on 4-hour time frame, because the RSI on 4-hour time frame is getting to the oversold area, maybe we are going to see a little push to the downside again, but I'm expecting a few days green candle in the next weeks. But as always, let me know what you expect. Thank you so much for the support on the recent video. Thank you so much for watching, and I see you in the next video.